Hello and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On today's show, we'll recap an exciting weekend for both Bulldog football and soccer, and we'll check in with Ferris State hockey and talk about their WCHA opening action. We'll start, though, first with Bulldog football, joined by head coach Tony Annese. Coach, welcome to the show.
My pleasure.
Congratulations on the win this past Saturday. Only road game in the month of October, but a big one at Saginaw Valley State.
Yeah, it was a big win. Obviously, facing some of the elements there. You know, you worry about the night before Clemson getting beat by Syracuse and, you know, having the after effect of maybe a Friday the 13th deal on Saturday the 14th. So we were pleased. We went over there and fought really hard, and I thought, you know, handled the ball very effectively. And all three phases, I thought we were pretty solid.
You ever been involved in a game that's been that rainy and that wet?
I was trying to think back. That was, you know, that was a pretty tough one. You know, it was. You know, the start of third quarter, it was probably raining as hard as I think I've ever experienced in a ball game. But you just had to change really a bit of your philosophy in regards to play calling and just, you know, really impress upon the guys. You got to take care of the ball and do the things that, you know, you need to do to preserve a victory, and we did that.
We go to some of the highlights. Got off to a great start. An interception from Javante Alexander led to a short touchdown run for Devontae Harrington early on.
Yeah, we, you know, Javante made a big play there and gave us a short field, and Devontae, you know, took around the edge. We had great blocking on that play, pointed it out, you know, Jahan got you know, just kind of a knockdown off their strong safety. So that was great. Here we're starting with a next drive here where we score with Malik Taylor here for, you know, 14. We have 14-3 at this point in time. So pretty big score after they drove down the field and kicked a field goal.
Saginaw Valley State will come back here shortly, cut it to 14-10 on a long run from their quarterback here to get into the end zone. But it seemed like every time they were able to score, you had an answer for them.
We did right here. That, you know, give them credit. He the quarterback makes a great run, and we got caught in a little pressure game there and really misfit it. And then the very next kickoff, you know, Dion takes it across the field and finds an open gap, and everybody's hustling and trying to get in front. Dion's navigating through, and there's Sam Highbore and McGregor, and you know, there's a bunch of guys down there just trying to escort him. It's a big play for us.
Led to a Jahan Brown touchdown run right here. Special teams, though, all three phases really doing a good job here in this contest.
Special teams are critical. I mean, I thought we had we won a lot of the hidden yardage battle, and you know, there's another short field situation where we're able to go ahead 21-10, and then they turn the ball right over here. On their next possession, Sam Highbore recovers it, and on the very first play, Travis hits Malik for a big touchdown, and you know, that puts us up, you know, 28-10.
Malik Taylor with a big day, 9 catches, 165 yards, doing a great job of finding a way to get open.
Very gifted, very gifted. He's, you know, great attitude, works really hard, and we're really feel blessed to have him.
28-17 going into halftime, and we'll see the Bulldogs get the only touchdown here offensively in the third quarter coming up here shortly, but had another big special teams play as well.
Yeah, that's a huge special play right there. He, you know, Polak catches the ball at the 10 and turns it up to the 31, and we end up, you know, flipping the field. Jackson knocked it down there down to the 2, and you know, we backed him up, got a short field, and eventually scored. And then here, Casey Zenner gets a block, and it's our punt receive team's second touchdown in 3 weeks. Sam Highbore recovers it and gets it into the end zone. So huge play for us.
At that point, with the weather obviously being a factor and some of the fans leaving, you certainly took control of the game, and the defense was able to hold them off the board here in the second half.
Yeah, that made it, for the block punt made it 42-17, and here we drive here with Brett Mooney and Fuse there making a good run. But you know, the 42-17, our defense, I think, gave up 50 total yards in the second half. So, you know, we kind of killed their will a little bit with the weather being the way it was. It's obviously challenging for them to make a comeback, but that's the final score of 49-17. And here's some of our other guys making great plays. And so, yeah, key for us to, you know, get out of there with a win and put us with an opportunity to play for something significant this week.
3 straight wins for the Bulldogs. You mentioned this week, obviously, the Anchor Bone Classic against Grand Valley State. Going to be a huge matchup here in terms of both conference and playoff implications.
Yeah, that's you hit it on the head. I thought you'd probably say about rivalry, and rivalry doesn't even matter now. You know, it's conference and playoff implications. You know, if they were in Ohio and we were in Michigan, it would be, you know, it'd be the bigger part of you know, what we're playing for. And you think about it, you know, we played each other 4 times in 2 years, you know. Last year they were the GLIAC undefeated champion. The 2 years previous we were the GLIAC undefeated champion. Last year we went to the national semis. They went to the national semis the year before. So, you know, the programs have done great. And so it's really cool to see for West Michigan. I mean, I hope that everyone thinks, my goodness gracious, Grand Valley and Ferris State, I mean, look what they've done, and look what, you know, great game, you know, we have an opportunity to see on Saturday, because, you know, both programs have really flourished, and we're proud that we were able to put ourselves where we are, where we, you know, can compete with them, and it's a home battle, so we're pleased about that.
Obviously, being at home, expecting a big crowd, and Football Alumni Weekend, a chance to welcome back a bunch of former players this coming week.
Yeah, we're happy to have a bunch of alums back. That'll be great. And I don't know if the home has a significant, you know, we've beaten them 3 out of 4 at Lubbers, 2 out of 3 here. So I don't know if the home field advantage is a huge deal, but it is for our fans and for our alums and for our students. So, you know, hopefully it'll be a great crowd, and we put a great game together.
What will be some of the keys for your team going in to try to continue the success you've had here in recent weeks?
You know, they're such a, you know, always such a, you know, gifted team. You know, they've got great talent, obviously, on offense. You know, Bart Williams has been, you know, a great player for them, and Marty Carter's been a great player for them. You know, they got, you know, Brandon Bean's an outstanding receiver, along with, you know, the supporting cast of guys that really hurt us in the past. I can't name them all, but and then on defense, you know, Colin Schlosser's been just a force for them. Great kid, somebody we really respect, and he's their quarterback of their defense. But you know, they've got a bunch of guys that really play hard, and they're a diverse defensive look. So sometimes they catch you, and sometimes we catch them. But you know, we'll have our hands full for sure. And we're just going to have to execute, play great special teams again, and you know, there's going to be, you know, a thin line here on how to win a game versus you know, executing the system and doing the things you need to do and handling the ball to try to beat this team, because they're really good, and we're both one-loss teams. So you know, we got to figure this out and come out with a victory, because that's critical.
Obviously, defense has been playing well. Terrell Porter, GLIAC Defensive Player of the Week with 17 tackles. Nice recognition for him.
It is. You know, I feel so great for him, because he's hung around and tried to get back in. He had a medical last year and came back, and just, you know, it's just great to see. He's such a changed such a dramatic fashion from the person he was to the person he is now. So love to see the success he's having, and you know, all of our defense again, they play great again, and they're going to have to hang in with us again, because that's where our strength is our defense, for sure.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Best of luck Saturday, 1:05 p.m. kickoff at Top Tiger Field.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with more of Ferris Sports Update right after this.